everybody.
Hey, friends.
Hello, future bestsellers and NaNoWriMoers. How do we say that? So we're so glad you guys are here today. We are, I think everybody is sort of in a different place than usual, right? Like this time in November, a lot of people would be doing nano, and I think some people are not. And so I'm excited to hear what everybody's working on, how our nano projects are going if you're doing that. And I guess before we get started, I should introduce our lovely and talented guests rather than just rambling on as I am prone to do. So yeah, okay. Hi, everybody. Let's say hi to DAL. DAL, tell us a little about you for anybody who's new today.
Hello there, humans. I am DAL CECIL RUNO, the partially blind alien who is a known voices author, aka the ace from space. I write primarily sci-fi, and I like to explore other genres with my short stories, and I also write some poetry. And I am working on, again, oh, this is tedious. Again, I am editing the first chapter of my sci-fi novel, because I am still learning the craft. I have no shame in hiding it. I'm fairly new. I have a few years of trying to become an author and stuff. So I didn't start when I was 6 years old and all the, no. I started when I was 25. I'm new. And so I'm still learning the craft, learning things on the way. I'm improving that first chapter thanks to feedback that I got along the way. And so when I finally have it improved and the rest of the book is also being edited, I will query again. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be querying again.
That is fantastic. Very, very nice. Hello, Michelle. So glad you're here today. Tell us all about you.
Hi, guys. I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a middle grade young adult author. My YouTube channel is Writing Workshops, Traditional Publishing Chat, and Writing Vlogs. And today I am going to be finishing an outline for a ghostwriting client.
Yay! 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 Carrow's here. Carrow, like the beautiful long hair today.
Hey, Carrow.
Hello.
Very nice.
My name is Carrow Brown, and I sat in the backstage, like, didn't even hit the submit button until Lisa tagged me in a post on Facebook, and I was like, shouldn't they be talking to me by now? And I was like, oh, maybe I should hit this button.
Well, I was like, I thought she was coming today, but we'll see. Anyway, yay, I'm so glad you made it. Fantastic. Carol, well, as long as we're talking to you, tell us all about your beautiful channel and your what you're doing here. Why are you here today?
I'm actually here to take the day off. Mr. Brown gave me a very firm look, and he said, don't work today. So he said it 3 times, so I figured I should at least listen to at least one of those times. So what I'm going to actually do, and it doesn't sound like I'm taking the day off, but I am. But I'm actually planning the home renovations of the house that we're going to be moving into. So,
yeah, that doesn't feel like work. That feels like happy time.
Yeah,
I love a little home reno. Savvy's here today. Savvy, tell us all about you and your channel.
Thank you. Also, Lisa, thank you for your patience with me. I know I was not able to make it to the last couple weeks worth of these because I had so much like deadlines for clients and things like that, and so I would be up till like 2 a.m. finishing them, and then I would sleep through the stream every week. But not today, guys, not today. So I'm Savvy from Savvy Writes Books. My channel focuses on life as a small business owner because I am the author and owner of the Forever Home Friends series, which is a series of picture books and plushies and other toys based on real rescue dogs and their journeys to adoption. Today, I have stuff to work on for that, where I'm going to be I just finished up like designing our new packaging, and we just hired 2 new people for our team. And so I'm working on getting some social media posts and promotions ready about that, and also making some newsletters about that. So I'm going to be working on that for the first couple sprints. And then I still have a bunch of revisions to do to 90s Kids, which is the novel that I have the traditional publishing contract for. And I have to turn in my main developmental edits at the beginning of December to my editor for that. So I had a lot of revisions to do for that. I am also doing NaNoWriMo. RK and I are about 30,000 words into Cancel Sean Boston right now. And tonight at 9 p.m. Central, 10 Eastern on my channel, we'll be working more on that during my author sleepover. So I've been a little bit all over the place lately.
Oh, you do? Oh, this is weird. Is this me? Sorry, I was trying to close down like a bunch of stuff and I just made the thing go. I apologize. Well, you do know like this is only a 2-hour stream, right?
I'm gonna try. I'll get done what I can, because then I have a big trip to the post office to take, because yesterday I spent the whole day packaging up like a ton of orders, and I have my big cart full of them, and I have to go to the post office and make everyone in line mad while I'm like, yes, I have like 40 orders I'm going to be sending out at once today. So I'm one of those people that like I need to start. I'm trying to set it up on Shopify where I can start paying for postage online, and I'm hoping to do that in the future because I think everyone at the post office hates me now.
You know what? You can just get like a stamps.com account, and I think like the first month or the first couple weeks is, I think it's free.
Yeah. So I'm going to be working on that, doing that for the future, because I finally got my little scale where I can weigh my items, and I finally got my printer working so that it can print the labels, because for a while it wasn't. So now that I'm getting that all set up, I shouldn't have to upset everyone at the post office that many more times.
Well, this is good though. This is a good thing. It's always good to see small businesses like working. The fact that you have a lot of orders to ship out is awesome. Totally awesome. All right, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. We have a nice little group coming. Hello, Sky. Sky was first today. Hello. I just realized my glasses and my shirt are coordinated.
I figured you did that all the time.
Well, you know, let me just say this. I sort of do, but it's only because everything is blue in my life. So it looks like I'm like to the nines, blue, 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 blue. But it's just because it's literally my black. So that's it.
And not only do her glasses match her shirt, but they match her binders in the background. Like, can we all like pay attention to this coordination that's going on? Like, it's like top notch here.
Thank you. I love it. All right. Fantastic. All right. Alexis is here. How are you and your panel writers and writers in the chat? I would like to know that. I had kind of a rough week last week, but this week I feel significantly better. Like my week started turning around at the live stream last week. So, yeah. So how are you guys doing this week? Like mentally, how are we doing?
Also much better.
That's a great question. Great question. Can I get back to you on that?
Yes. Yes. All right. I feel like this, like, I don't know what it was, but everybody I know had like just the week from hell last week. Like, I don't know if it was like the big full moon or some other broken thing in the universe. I don't know, but oh my gosh, it feels like everybody just like everybody's lives exploded last week. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. We're so glad to see you. Debbie's here. Debbie says she's placing down base colors for my comic page. Ooh, that's cool. That's very cool.
We love a good base color.
Yeah, all right. Barbara's here. Hello. Hello.
Hey.
Milo's Journey is the new book. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Tara? Yeah. So that's awesome. Yay. Congratulations to Barbara. Speaking of new books, our friend, story detective Robert Jones, who is usually with us, he is at the dentist today. Super fun. But he is hosting a live stream on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, talking about talking about releasing books this year. So I think that's really awesome. And
I'll be co-hosting that stream with Robert.
That's right. Doll's going to be there, and I think that I might also be there. I have to like double check, but
hopefully.
I think I'm good. But and I don't know if Carrow's going to be there. I know Carrow's invited. I don't know if Carrow is.
I don't know, because that's when my stream is too.
Oh God!
Holy crap!
You switched to Fridays. Wait, I need to write this down because I literally already missed it. Are you at 2 p.m. on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah.
crap!
Yeah, I switched.
Okay.
But I'm probably going to be like watching his stream, but I'll be like, write your words. No talk, only write.
Only writing. Okay. I need to change this in the description because I knew you'd switched, but for some reason I was thinking it was at 1. I don't know why. Okay.
Because it used to be Tuesdays at 1.
That's probably why I still had 1. And I think we all know, yeah.
And then daylight savings time happened. You all moved, but I'm stubborn and I refuse. I'm sticking with my time.
Right. Which now makes it 2 p.m. instead of 1. That's why I'm confused. Well, that's not true. I'm always confused because thank God I have Carrow here. All right, we're going to have to figure that out then, huh? Okay. See you, Savvy. Hi, Daily Doll Savvy Schusterman. Welcome back, Savvy.
Oh, thank you.
We should be the femme fatale. That's what we are.
That's right. And then Savvy, hi. It says, hi, Daily Doll Schusterman. Brown, Savvy, late but great Carrow. Carrow is late but great. She's never late. She's just mostly great. She was here.
I'm never late. I just forget to hit the let me in button.
I have done that. I have done that. Aaron's here. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Aaron's working on Wattpad books today. Super cool. Give us a genre, topic, something. All right, here we go. Sarah says, working on the Nano novel mostly. Also, I need to look over some edits on a short story. But first, I am cleaning off my desk because it is a disaster right now.
Ooh, I feel that. So is mine.
Hashtag approve. Good job.
Yeah, very nice work. I did that on Sunday, and I feel like a lighter person. I wonder if that's part of the reason that this week is so much better. But it could just be because my mom is here. I know. Of course, I can't see her because we're quarantining her for 2 weeks. But I can see her on the patio and go, hi. Anyway, all right. Sky, so she tells Alexa she's doing well. She's working on planner stuff today. JC is here. Hello. JC. Thank you so much. We're so happy to have you here today. Heather's here, listening in the car while running an errand.
Oh, cool.
Aww,
that is cool. I now feel
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like a radio host now. Right now we're a morning show. We're going to have to do something wacky and maybe give away money for the song of the day. All right. JC is working on her novel for Nano, posting a new author interview on my online magazine. Very good. See you, Savvy. Says Savvy can get Forever Home Friends mobile like Lloyd and Harry's Mutts Cuts fans.
I would love to get a vehicle at some point. I have to get my driver's license and get a car first. I have neither of those things because I live in the city. But one day I would love to get like a van and drive it around and take it like a food truck with books.
It should be like a big dog. It should look like a big dog.
That'd be so cute.
in Florida, we have this pest control company called Truly Nolan. I don't know if it's national or just in Florida, but they have all their like their fleet of cars. They're all like Volkswagen Bugs with little antenna.
That's so cute.
We have a mouse one. We have got a family that runs like a vermin control company, and their van basically has mouse ears and a tail.
That's adorable. Oh my god.
Yeah. Katie's here. Hi, Katie. We're so glad to see you.
Hello.
Very glad. Oh my God, you're right. Sky, thank you. This is what happens. I'm not as organized as I'd like anymore. Did Michelle introduce herself and I missed it?
I did.
Yeah. She talked about craft videos. Yes, she did. She'll do it again at the end, though. So you want to stay for that. All right. Debbie says Sunday was a new moon. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. All right, here we go. She wants to do a bookmobile. That's a cool idea.
That would be so cool.
It really would. It really, really would. So I'm going to track down a timer while you guys talk about what you are going to be working on today. And in the chat, I know some of you have let us know what you're working on. But Doll, what are you going to be working on today? You said some edits?
Yes, I'm going to be, if I am feeling strong enough for that, but I should be working on my edits. If not, what I'm gonna be doing is doing a little task for my new job opportunity, but it's top secret. Later.
Top secret, a top secret job
Ooh.
interview. I like that, or a job opportunity. I like that. That's awesome. Michelle, what
Yes.
are you gonna be working on
Today
today?
I'm finishing an outline for a ghostwriting project, and it's like this YA Minority Report meets James Bond. It's like super action adventure. It's just been so fun, and I did like we started with a beat sheet, and the client is like super like collaborative. She's doing a lot of it with me, and today I just have to do the finale. I've got everything done up till there, so
I love that. I love that. What a cool idea. What a very cool idea. Savvy, which of your 19 projects are you going to work on today?
I think I'm going to work on my novel revision since we have writing sprints. That feels like a good time to do some novel revisions for 90s kids. So I'm going to be working on that and hopefully can make some progress on this during the stream today.
Awesome. And Caro, which room are you going to start with for your home renovation?
One of the 3 bathrooms.
Ah.
Because I took a look at it and I was like, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, and the thing about bathrooms is that you really can make it's a small space and you really can make a big impact by doing a bathroom. But depending on what you do, it can either be
well, because I was looking at the house and I think it actually used to be a group home. Now that I've actually taken like a good look at the wiring and everything like that.
Really?
And so the shower I'm looking at, I think, is where they would like kind of wheel the people in to like hose them down. And so I'm like, that's definitely the one thing that's got to get torn down. So
yeah. I will say there are always things where you buy the house and you go, that has to go. It's the first thing, and often it ends up staying. I will say that in my first house, like the master bathroom had this giant like man shower that was basically like a locker room shower. It was huge, and then with like the toilet was right next to the shower, but for privacy, it had like these Wild West swinging doors. And I was like, that has to go. But it was one of the last things that we changed, even though I totally hated it. Okay. CS Savvy is listening to book 1 of my YA anime fantasy. Draft is super clean, but audio lets me hear the flow and make notes of any boring areas. Yes,
nice.
that is a great
one.
Very good. And Heather says she loves the Truly Nolan cars. Those are the ones with the little bug. So, all right, you guys, who wants to get us into this little sprint? I'm already on the 2, if you've noticed, because I'm just not that fortunate.
Thank you for saying that. I can do this.
All right, you're up, doll. Here we go. We're on the 2.
2. 2, 1. No, 2. Okay, 1. Okay.
Oh, I can't do it. And our beautiful timer has come to an end, except you can't hear that because I forgot to click the little button. All right, but I will do that for our next sprint.
Welcome to DAL CECIL RUNO's customer support service.
I know you taught me how to do it, Dal.
I know. I like to joke with this thing now.
I know, right? Well, because otherwise I was like, why can no one else hear this but me? And it was you who solved this. So thank you for being my StreamYard support person. I appreciate that.
I like to help. I discovered that as soon as I can help and do things, like if I have the capability, because that's the other thing, like when you bite more than you can chew, that's another problem. But no, but I realize that when I have the capacity to help, if I can, for sure, and I'm like, yes, I just want to help. That's all. I don't know. It makes me happy, takes me out of my depressive moods and whatever. It's great. It's a great feeling.
It's true. Actually, it really is. I mean, it really does have like a lot of benefits aside from just the person that you're helping, which thank you. I really appreciate it. I've gone all this time without knowing how to make the sound appear when we do the timer, but or just being the only one who could hear it. But yeah, it's really good for us to help other people because it makes us feel good too. So thank you very much, Doll. I appreciate it. Tina's here. Hello, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
We're so glad you made it. I think Tina might be new to our stream. I feel like I've seen you around, but anyway, welcome. We're so glad you're here today. Fantastic. Sky says, Sia Savvy's idea of listening to her work is a great idea. I need to do that more often. And Sia Savvy says, you wouldn't believe how many things you can find to fix. That is true.
There is nothing more ominous than a robotic voice that has no inflections and no kindness for your work. Like you're exactly. I agree. But there's nothing more ominous than a robotic voice that is like reading without any inflections. Like it doesn't care about what the character is saying it, how it's saying it. So you have to put a bit of your own imagination in there to make sure that what you're writing has the same meaning that you're trying to transmit. And I do this all the time, and still I have some things to fix because that's my own English grammar that's a little bit out of whack. But most of the time my dialogues are in place, my things are in place. The flaws that I'm discovering is because I'm still learning. But yes, audio is a very helpful tool when it comes to like self-editing and revising because it's a robot. It doesn't care.
Highly recommended. Like I remember when my book came out the first time and I was going through it, I was like, there's mistakes in here. And I spent 3 days listening to the robot voice read it back to me. And I was like, I'm going to die. Like, I'm going to die so much. There's like so many things that are wrong that need to be changed. Like, and it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't, like, I had 4 people go over the manuscript before it was finalized. And I was still kind of like, literally, this sentence up here is the exact same sentence as down here. And nobody caught it. Yeah.
That happens. Oh my gosh. So Aria says, really weird. Today I watched one of your books and now I see your live stream. Oh, thank you so much. That's so awesome. I appreciate it. All right, this is fantastic. Tina says, I think I've been to your sprints. Maybe I didn't chat. 226 words.
That is exactly the same word count I got. How did we get the exact? How did we write the exact same number of words? I wrote 226
Word count twinsy.
Word count twins.
Oh my god,
that is so awesome. How did you guys do? Deborah says, hi, thank you for your book outline, Lifesaver. Oh, thank you. Writing a nonfiction self-help book. Yay. Thank you for saying that because I sort of gravitate more towards the fiction videos, but I actually get like so many emails about nonfiction. So if there is some topic that you want me to cover, definitely drop me a line and let me know because, because I really want to help, and I actually have like a little special place in my heart for nonfiction because my first book was nonfiction. All right. Tina said, yes, of course I was. Otherwise, I wouldn't get a notification. Sky wrote 100 words. I'm guesstimating my handwritten words. Well, so just like a little less than a half a page, because usually, right? Probably not that much for. It probably depends on your handwriting, right? Ignore what I just said. I speak nonsense. Deborah's here for the first time. Yay!
Hi.
Oh my gosh, you guys, 220 something is the magic.
Oh man, we're all like on the same writing pace today. I love it.
That is,
and that is a productive pace too. That was a 5 minutes.
I mean, it was a 5 minute exactly. It's a 5 minute timer.
Exactly. I love that. Oh my gosh. Nice work. Congratulations. Very good. CEO Savvy uses the Natural Reader app, which has tons of free voices, including British, which is my favorite because my book sounds like a BBC report. That is so funny. When I
also have a British reader in my iPad because my iPad came originally from Sweden. I bought it secondhand. So the thing with the voice, it's already a British accent because Europe. It's fun. It's lots of fun.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I have back when I had, instead of using just my phone to get around, back when I had a GPS, a little TomTom, I always used the British voice until we had until I changed to the Sheila voice, who sounds like a Smokey character from The Simpsons, like turn left, recalculating. All right, sorry. I know.
I want Morgan Freeman. I want Morgan Freeman voice to tell me where to drive. Now you're gonna turn left. Be careful, because there are gonna be people that are gonna look at you funny here.
I love that. I love that they did a bunch of different kind of voices. Okay, Laurel says late once again. You made it. You're not late. We're still
It's not late. We just had the warm up. Don't worry.
That's right. Sky says I get 200 words per handwritten page-ish. Well, good for you. You know that. Deborah, missed the sprints. I've typed 700 words in 22 minutes. Deborah, all you missed was the warm-up. You haven't missed a thing. We're about to do a 20-minute sprint. But 750 words in 22 minutes is badass. Nice work. Very nice. All right. JC got her coffee started and document open. CEO Savvy says, hi, Laura Webb. Deborah, beat the blues fast, conquering depression. Love that. Oh, and oh my God, so timely, especially in this crowd. Yes, right? Yeah. Good for you. I love this. Okay, so Eva's here. Hey, Eva, we're so glad. Yeah. So glad you made it today. JC, I love watching British television because I love that accent, right?
I'm immune to it.
Oh, well, you lived there for so long.
I'm immune to it too because Europe. Yeah,
I am not immune to it. I love a good British accent, and I will say, when I did my first nonfiction book, Stop Getting Dumped, I did a UK book tour, and the British men are so polite and lovely. They're just lovely. I mean, obviously, there are always outliers, but.
Yeah, I was about to say,
just as well. The other thing too is, I do Talk Sport, which is like the biggest radio program, the Mike and Mike show, which is like the biggest sports radio program in the UK. And I've been doing that show for, 5 or 6 years as like their kind of resident dating expert. And they have like a very kind of wide audience and a very manly audience. But I'm always surprised because I generally get like people say really nice things. It's not terrible. So that's kind of awesome. Anyway, I don't know why I would think it would be. They're lovely. All right. Sky says, I want a Gordon Ramsay GPS.
That would be wonderful.
That would be fun.
You took that turn so soon. You're a student driver.
I could not drive with all the yelling, right? Morgan Freeman is the perfect voice. When I found, I know, right? Yeah. I am totally with you on that. He was already like Dreamboat #1, and then you find out he's British. Like, you just can't even get any better than that. I love him. I love him so much. And I was so disappointed when they decided not to make him the next Bond, because I think he would have been awesome. Awesome. Yes. Yeah. I bet we're going to have about 50 comments about the lovely Mr. Elba. Whew. Hold on. I need to take a smoke break.
Could you guys imagine if you had like a Sean Connery voiceover? You would never know when you were supposed to turn somewhere. It's like,
okay. So Aria says, I'm writing a nonfiction book. I don't know that. Aria says, I'm writing a nonfiction book. I have a lot of information, but I really don't know how to organize them. Any tips? Yes, I did a whole video about precisely how you should organize a nonfiction book. And when we are on our next sprint, I will go track it down and put the link in the chat for you. All right. Speaking of our next sprint, we have lots of people working on lots of projects today. And so we are going to get ready and do another sprint. And this time, I am going to share the audio, right? Yay. I've learned my lesson from DAL. All right. Oh my, although I can't keep it from going automatically.
No, it's not your fault when you when you enlarge the window, it automatically is like, oh, I should play. It's not your fault. Everybody goes.
It's time to go. It just thinks it's time to go. So who would like, I feel like, Carol, would it be counted as work if you give us your pep talk into our next sprint?
No, it wouldn't. I thoroughly enjoy doing these. Okay, everybody.
Okay, we're ready.
It's time. It is time to be very serious about our writing. I want you to look at that keyboard. I know that thing intimidates you because it represents letters that turn into words and then sentences, and then at some point they will become a book. But don't let it do it. It's just a piece of plastic with some wires in it. Okay, you got this. So take a look at those letters and tell yourself, I'm going to write all the goddamn letters. Go on, have that moment. Empower yourself. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
That's so true.
This never gets old for me. Sorry.
But we heard it this time. We heard it.
Yay! And we have
Yay.
Dahl to thank for that. We definitely have Dahl to thank for that. All right, hold on. We pause it while it continues to ramble on there. So, how did
That was
everybody
productive
do?
for me. I got 972.
Dang.
Wow!
It's rewrites though. So like
That's
I'm adding in
awesome.
new things, but the like most of what's happening in this chapter is already written in my previous draft. So it's not like I'm writing 972 brand new words of thoughts.
It's not. It's not a drafting phase. It's not coming out of your head.
This
like,
is
it's new.
the fourth draft of this book. So
I don't know. I don't know how many drafts.
Yeah.
I no longer know how many drafts. I forgot. I lost count. I don't care anymore. But same thing here. Now the thing with me is I have been listening to craft books. And I say listening because someone was very, very kind to send me the audiobook for one of the craft books. And the other ones are just ebook, and I have been listening anyway, but the robot. So I have been really getting into this mentality for the writing craft. And now the thing is, now I look at my first chapter like as if I had a knife in hand, like a sword, not even a knife, a sword in hand. Like, okay, I'm going to chop things and I'm going to kill every word and I'm going to make sure. But the problem is I also have wacky grammar because Dahl is foreigner and I have languages fighting for the spot in my mind. And it's like Finnish, Spanish, Italian, English, Russian, Hungarian. Oh my God, Icelandic. Oh, and then it's like my brain, it doesn't know what language to switch to anymore. I shouldn't have done that with my life, but here I am. And so I am afraid of adding things that are not clear or removing things that were needed there because it needed to be clear. So I'm just editing both very choppy, like I'm going to slice words, and at the same time, very afraid of what I'm doing. I have never been into in this mental state like I am right now. It's extremely, for lack of a better word, bipolar. I am not bipolar. I am not diagnosed with that. It's just I am lacking for another word, and I just don't know how to describe it. So it's contradictory. That's the word I need. It's very contradictory, my mental state right now.
So,
but
Dahl,
yeah,
with this, I have a question. With this piece that you're working on, this book that you're working on,
yeah.
have you spent any time just letting it rest where you just put it aside? A lot.
Yeah. I went on working on the second book while this one just stayed there. I queried, I waited and queried again and waited some more. And every time I get a rejection, then I work on it. Mm-hmm. So I do let it rest. But the thing is because I overplan my books and I overthink everything, and my characters even show up in my dreams. I mean, this is an adventure that I already went through as if it were real life. So I remember this. That doesn't matter if I let it rest for 20 years, I will still remember it. It's very deep inside of me, so it doesn't really matter.
I just that sometimes when you put a project aside, like because it seems like you have a lot going on. You've got some developmental stuff you're working on. You're worried about grammar, which is something that you would normally do after the developmental stuff.
I think developmental wise, I'm done. It's just like Lisa, I'm blind, and my character can see. So I need to be sure that I'm adding enough clear details for sighted people not to be confused.
Well, that's good. Okay, well, so good. Then I think you're probably on the right track. I think that's good.
Maybe. We will see. But I just want my feedback that comes to me. The feedback that I see the most is I'm confused. I don't know who is whatever, and I'm like, okay, this needs some working. People are confused. That's the worst that can happen. So let's fix it. So that's what I've been working on, just like to make sure that it's clear now. before I query it, maybe for the last time, because if this querying doesn't work, I should just announce it's gonna be indie. But
Well,
we will see.
And I will say, like, not every comment is that every bit of feedback you get is good feedback. But I will say, if you are hearing themes, like it sounds like you are, that it is like when you hear the same comment over and over again, like it's confusing or this character is, whatever, then that is something to pay attention to. So Michelle, how did you do?
Good. I didn't really keep track of the word count because I'm like deleting a little bit and adding, but I've got another part of a scene a little more fleshed out. So yeah,
that's good. That's good. Savvy was killing it. Carol, how'd you do? You're planning.
Well, I was planning, and then one of my clients messaged me, and I was looking up something for him real quick, and then I had to look up the name of a room because it's supposed to be the living room, but it's like you walk into it and you go straight through it into the kitchen, and so it's like really small. So I had to look up what I'm going to call it, and it's going to be called a sitting room because the living room's going to be around the corner. I know. I'm so fancy over here.
You are fancy over there. Very, very nice.
Fancy, very nice.
I know. I think I wrote about 60 words. And the reason for that is that I'm working on writing a pitch. And the first part, the open of it is always that's the most challenging part. So I'm not quite where I want it to be yet. But if I finish like the whole 250 words in our sprints today, I will be deliriously happy. So let's hear what everybody, we've got some little comments. Dana's here. Hello, Dana.
We love Dana. Dana's cool, Mom.
Dana's great.
Here. Oh, wait, hold on just a second. We've got, we have some other comments here farther back. In particular about CARROW'S awesome opening. All right. So this is great. Aria says, thanks, you're really supportive. That's why we are all here, to support each other. CO Savvy says, you haven't lived until you've watched Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares with Spanish dubbing. It's hilarious. Him swearing is another level.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
All right, fantastic. JC says, Carol, that was awesome. Deborah is wrestling with her HMO. What's the worst? I'm so sorry.
I hate HMO. Like, there was. Can I get on a tangent?
Go right ahead.
Okay, thanks. So my first house had an HMO, and I guess somebody on that board lived on my street, and they didn't like me because at one point, I got a fee because my tree was too tall, and I was like, right. And then at one point, my brother came over, and my brother was going through his fast car stage, so he had like a very expensive fast car. And he parked it on the curb outside of our house at 10 o'clock at night. And we went out to dinner and we came back and there was a ticket on his car from the HMO people, right?
Wait, no, yeah. HMO is healthcare. HOA.
HOA. I'm sorry. This is not the first time I get my acronyms mixed up. Never mind. My story doesn't work anymore. Go on.
Oh, no, I want to hear what happened to your with your HOA. HOAs can, they're there to like make sure that your property value doesn't go down, but sometimes they're run by people who are insane. So
yeah. I feel like they, for the most part, are. Like, I've been, after hearing, like, so many stories from people, like, I have an HOA, but we're very chill because we're just, like, a 16-unit condo building, so we meet, like, once every 5 months and are just like, yeah, everything's good, bye, and that's it. But, like, I hear so many stories from people's HOAs, and I've, like, wanted to write a sitcom about them. Like, I've been collecting stories to, like, write an HOA sitcom at some point because I'm like, this is nuts the lengths people go to be like, oh, this person parked their car here, and when they park their car here, it ruins my property value because I thought that if no one ever parked there, then the view would look better for when I sell my house. But if I show my house and someone's parked there, I'm like, oh my God, stop. Nobody cares.
No, but they left a ticket on my brother's car at 10:10 at night, and I looked down the street and there was a whole bunch of other cars, and I checked them out, and none of them had tickets on them. So the next work day, I called the people and I was kind of like, hi, I live at this house and my brother got a ticket because he was parked outside my house. And she started to talk about the curb thing. And I was like, I'm going to send you some pictures of the other cars that don't have tickets. And whoever is on that board that lives on my street, if he gives me another ticket, I'm going to sue all of you. And so nobody ticketed me for the rest of my duration while I was there. Because at that point, I had enough fines to qualify as harassment.
Oh my God, Carrow.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know what? Let me just say this. I would not mess with Carrow Brown. That's all I'm saying.
You do not.
You do not measure Carrow Brown's harass.
I'll get my villain voice. You do not mess with Miss Carrow Brown.
If you leave me alone, I'm a really easy person to work with. If you tried to pick on me, I just get the tank out and I just blow everything up.
Well, you do have that military background, so.
She does.
CO Savvy says, best speech, and the theme song came in right at the right time. Dana's here. Hello. I said that already, but it's always good to say hi to Dana. Laurel's here. Hello. Right? Keyboards can be bullies. You have to really put them in their place. Thank goodness we have Carrow to tell. And CO Savvy says, Dana, TikTok queen. If you guys have not seen Dana's TikToks, they are delightful.
I love Dana's TikToks.
I know, they're awesome. I am not on TikTok, but I see them she reposts them on
Instagram.
Yeah, and I love them. They're quite fun and enjoyable. Everybody says hi to Dana. This is the video, the self-help video, if you guys want to check that out. Is weirdly enough my most popular video. Nicole is here. Yay! We're so glad you made it. Fantastic. JC wants to know how Dana is. Deborah found the outline helpful and was able to organize a jumble of information. Thank you. Very nice. I'm so glad it was helpful. Aria, 279 words. What? Fantastic. And says this is motivating. We're super happy. I love this. We're so glad you're here today.
I love MM's quickly become one of my favorite people.
I know, right? I had to put this up even though it was like buried down in the comments, like right after we finished this sprint. Yes. All right. Oh no, I just StreamYard jumped. Okay, so Aria 280, Kelly 401. That is awesome. Sky got 250. Very nice. You guys are doing amazingly well. Aria says, great job. Tina, you are killing it.
That's awesome.
More than 800, is that possible? Yes, it is possible. When Carrow's rolling, she does that. Like, Carrow's a super fast writer. She does that on a, I would say regular to semi-regular basis. Carrow's a badass, just like you, Tina.
Until my nails get too long, and then I have to type slower.
See, this is so funny that you do that, because one of the first thing that I gave up when I became a writer was manicures. I other than when we're not in the pandemic, I will get pedicures every week, but I usually just cut my fingernails like down because it's too easy you just break them. They just break off. Okay.
I play guitar, so I don't have to worry about long nails. I play guitar.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I write books. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll just keep them cut short.
Getting your nails done in the middle of a pandemic is interesting because like they have like this entire like clear sheet of plastic between you and them. They both wear we're all wearing masks, and they've got like these little holes that you like slide your hands into. And then and even before they touch your hands, they tell you to go wash them, and then they like slather you in like sanitizer, and then you slide them through the holes, and you just hold very still.
God.
I haven't done it. I have not gotten a pedicure in 10 months, which is literally, that's the longest I've gone since I was probably like in elementary school. I just really love my pedicures. Okay. Laurel read a couple pages of a very silly, cozy mystery. Love that. Needed a break from writing. I love a good funny book.
Don't gear me into reading mysteries right now, please, because it's very tempting, and I don't have the time right now. I should, but there is this author in Iceland. His name is Ragnar Jónsson. He's like the king of thrillers and mysteries. I have been, yeah, yeah. I know. Sorry. I know, and No, he really is like the male Icelandic version of Agatha Christie. I mean, he's really popular in Iceland. Everybody loves him. My friend was like, "You have to read Ragnar Jonason's books." I'm like, after I publish my thing, not before, because I don't want to be influenced and then changing everything last minute. I was just scared. So now that I published that thing, I was like, okay, now I can read this guy, and I think he's amazing. It's wonderful, but I have things to edit right now, so don't tempt me into cozy mysteries, please.
All right, that's good. Okay, we're gonna go. We are not. We're gonna go right back into another sprint. Nicole says, "No words for me. I'm in the last stretch of marketing for my release in 2 weeks, so my writing time is being used to schedule things and make things and all the things." Nicole, send us a link in the. Oh, wait, I always say to do it in the chat. Hold on, I'll make you. Oh, I can't do it. I'll go back and I'm going to make you a
Moderator,
a wrench, and you can put your link to your release in, and we'll give you a little shout out before we go today.
Do you know? Do you know who else has a release this week?
Who else has a release this week besides Nicole?
Sky, I know you're in the comments.
Sky is in the comments. Sky, I think, is Sky already a moderator? I need to look. All right, so Sky and Nicole. Sky, I want to link to your new release too. We're going to give a little shout out.
You thought you could get away.
Can I do a shout out real quick? Another release coming out on Saturday is Lauren Severe's book, Songs of Autumn.
It's true, Lauren Severe.
And we are going to we're going to be celebrating it during, so like I mentioned, I'm hosting this Saturday a virtual small business like craft fair for holiday shopping, and during the 2 to 3 Central, which would be like 3 to 4 Eastern time slot on that, we are going to be having a launch party for Lauren's book on that.
Yay.
So I sent Lisa the link to our website for it in the chat, and
it's already posted in the description.
So yes, Lauren's book's coming out this Saturday, and we're going to be celebrating it there.
Will you do me a favor, Savvy, and pull up a link to Lauren's book and send it to me in the private chat?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll post it on everybody else. All right. So JC got 82 words on that last sprint. This is the last comment we're going to do before we go do another sprint. I want to keep everybody on track today. I want to try and be good. All right. So, I know. I know. You're like, who is this woman?
I don't know you.
All right.
Who are you and what did you do to Lisa?
Yeah, I think Carol, I think you're rubbing up on me. I think you're rubbing off on me. I think maybe it's just today, because last week I felt like was a wash, and now I feel good and inspired, and I want to get stuff done.
You haven't become me until it's full on. Like, there is no fun. Only the words. Only the words matter.
Only the word. I have had phases like that, but if I do not take breaks in between, I burn out. And I will say I'm trying to be kinder and gentler to myself right now because of everything that's going on in the universe. So I'm just trying to make forward progress. And if I do that, I'm happy. All right. Who would like to say who would like to give us a little lead up for our sprint this time? Anybody? All right, I'll do it. It's not going to be as good as Dahl's. It's not going to be as good as Carrow's, but it is going to happen. All right. All right. Oh, you know what I did? Hold on. I have to stop the screen because once again, I have forgotten to tick that little box so we can all hear the Happy Cabana music when it comes back, which I feel is maybe the most important part. Okay. All right, you guys, you are awesome. You have totally got this. And we are going to write all the words. 3, 2, 1, sprint.
And we're back. Excuse me for a second. I have something to attend. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, great. Oop, I just muted Carol for a second. Carol for a second. All right. Awesome. How did it?
I'm just getting the same treatment I give Robert.
How did everybody do this time? Oh, okay. Hold the phone here. Okay, I'm trying to find it. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So here we go. Last time we left off. Let's do the chat first because I feel like we neglected people at the end. So last time, JC got 82 words starting a new chapter, and sometimes I struggle with starting a new chapter the right way. So 82 words. That's basically where I am with writing this pitch. I did get 106 words on the last one, so at least I'm cooking with gas now. So I'm excited about that. Hello, MM Ward talked to the pub agent / editor of one series about my plans to pub the first on a different series because only dropping one book a year does not work for me. You know what? I mean, gosh, I've been doing that for such a long time, although not the last couple of years. And yeah, I think readers want it. So they want more books than one a year. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's even possible to have a career anymore with only doing one book a year, which is sort of the old school traditional model? I mean, certainly there will be people who do it, but for your average mid-list author, can you do it or not?
Oh, I think you kind of have to in traditional publishing. Like they don't push books out that fast.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know authors who are doing every 9 months now. So you get right. You get that. And they're like, okay, we can do that. Certainly you have some authors where, they have a new book out every December, or every July or whatever. And I also have friends who, an author friend of mine named Vince, who he has 3 different publishers going with a couple different series. And he's done a couple indie books, but he's primarily traditionally published. And he's just doing more books. I don't know. What do you guys think? Carol, how about you?
You want my jaded opinion or my professional opinion?
Aren't they the same?
One has less cynicism in it. I think it really kind of depends. If you take a look at some authors, I remember when I was younger and Stephen King was just always coming out with 2 or 3 books a year and everybody was like, that guy's a machine. But one of the interesting things is that people kind of perform at different levels. So Elena, who's awesome on YouTube, she's as far as I'm concerned, she's a machine because she does very quick drafting and she's pushing those books out all the time.
Right.
But she's also indie, and so she knows that if she doesn't make content for people to read and she doesn't increase her backlog, then she doesn't get money, right?
Right.
So for her, writing literally is the full-time thing.
Right.
And I know with the traditional setting, they have a schedule and they try to have books released at certain times because that's when the trend is going and stuff like that, where indie authors basically just release books whenever they feel like it,
right. Well, and if you think about it, like that sort of rapid release or continual release strategy, that has been employed by Harlequin for years. And those books, even though, and part of the reason why the writers, would produce 4 or 6 books a year is because they were not being paid crap. I mean, they really, in order to eat, they had to keep producing those books. But they did really build up. A lot of those Harlequin authors have massive audiences. And I think part of it is the fact that they produce. Yeah. I don't know that I did 2 books in 9 months, a decade ago, and I'm still talking about it. I was I just may not be the kind of person who's built to do that many books. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, CO Savvy said when Lisa said Caro's planning today, I couldn't help but think that Lisa Mimoso and Caro Tini's Boozer Planorama. Oh my God, we have a new name. Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot of that. CO Savvy, you have a gift. You have a gift.
She does.
I want to read her books so bad because if she can pull that off in the chat, imagine what she can do with her novels.
I can't remember if it was her or Eva who came up with the name AuthorTube Sleepover for my Wednesday stream, but whichever one of you it was, please tell me because I want to credit you at the beginning of every stream.
I remember Eva was the one who came up with Wordstock.
Yeah,
Wordstock was Eva,
yeah, right here on this stream. Yeah, not this stream, but this stream. Yeah, I know Eva's another one that is really good with like playing with words that way. So I'm afraid we're going to have to change the name of the Boozy Planorama for next time. And who knew it could get it even better, but apparently it can. So there we go. All right. CO Savvy says HOAs are basically your high school hall monitor, all grown up. Grass should not exceed 4 inches, instant demerit. True.
That's exactly how it is. My parents were struggling. They just moved into a new house and they're like, we can't get this fence because the HOA says the fence has to be 4.5 feet tall. It can't be 4 or 5 feet tall. It must be 4.5 feet. Like,
4.5.
That's so ridiculous. What?
I know. Well,
there was one guy who basically his HOA wouldn't leave him alone about his lawn decorations because they said it has to be porcelain, so he put a toilet in the front yard.
Brilliant. I love that.
In our neighborhood, we are allowed to have one piece of statuary in the, and I am not a person that puts statuary in the front yard. So, but that's like, it's a specific rule, one piece of statuary in the front yard.
You can put your gator there.
Well, he moves. He's like the neighborhood gator. Although he does like our yard, but we have a nice, like, sunny kind of slope. I think that's why he likes it here. All right. I saw the commercial where the HOA lady cut down the mailbox. And as a former rural postmaster who went after people for vandalizing mailboxes, I was like, arrest that bee. That is freaking hilarious. I have seen that commercial though, so I find it hysterical that you're like, felony.
I do that with people who wear, like, even if they're out of date military uniforms, like if they wear like the BDU shirt over like whatever and it's wrinkled, I'm like, you need to iron that. It's like, it's not standard issue. I was like, take it off.
Oh, I love that. Jeannie Marcel is here. Yay! She says, Kelly, love your avatar. There it is again. It's a painting I did. I can't say this yet. I'd like to have our interpreter, Doll, please pronounce this. Can you say this?
Yayoi?
Yayoi Kusama?
Yayoi Kusama?
Yeah.
But that's
Japanese.
Japanese?
That's Japanese. That's
okay.
Japanese name.
Yayoi Kusama.
Love it. Yellow pumpkin statue. It's beautiful.
Check me if I'm wrong though, because that looks very Japanese to me.
It does.
It seems, but I'm unsure of Yayoi.
So Nicole says she is very, very excited for Sky's book, as am I. Let's do a little share screen because we have a lot of new books coming out in our little crowd today. Woo! Or in the next couple of days. Yay, yay, yay. So let's see. Nicole's book. Hold on. Let's do a screen share. Got it? Yes, I think this is it. Hold on.
Sky's book.
Oh, that's Nicole's book. Sorry, I went in the wrong order.
That's a beautiful cover.
Isn't it? I love this.
So pretty.
Love, love, love. So this is coming out on December 1st. Love it. I have pre-ordered it now. I'm very excited about that. Absolutely fantastic. And I think that's so cool. All right, so now we're going to, hold on, I'm going to go back to Sky's. We're going to go to Sky's book. So many exciting books. Hold on. Wait. Oh, did I do it? No, here it is. Here. Okay. Not that coordinated. Okay, so this is Sky's book.
Another gorgeous cover.
I know.
Right?
Right?
All your covers are so pretty.
I love this. Damned and Dangerous from the Damned and Dangerous Quartet Book 2 is releasing on November 19th. That's like tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow.
She likes to ninja release these books because at first I was like, okay, so the first one's going to come out. And then it just kind of in passing mentioned the second one was coming out this week. And I was like, hold on now. It's like we didn't have a launch party. We didn't talk about it. Like, and she's just kind of like likes to sneak by and just like throw out books and then just keep writing more.
Yeah.
Well, it's. Oh, go ahead, Dal.
There's a stream. There's a launch party tomorrow because I might be able to attend or not, maybe. But guys, tomorrow is my mom's birthday. I don't exist tomorrow.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's awesome. All right, here we go. We're gonna go. We've got one more Friends book coming out in the very near future. She's coming out on November 21st. I know,
this
right?
Saturday.
I am
Saturday.
taking all the purple and gold.
I know, right? Song of Autumn by Lauren Severe. I love that. It's such a like creepy, in an awesome way kind of cover. I really like it. Should I make this bigger? Or are you guys really small? Is it too small for everybody?
I can see it.
can
I
see
mean,
it?
with a
Okay.
magnifier, but I can see it.
Okay, I'm super excited. I have pre-ordered all these books now. Thank you very much to everybody for bringing them to our attention. And I hope you guys have awesome releases and hit the list and have like a fantastic, fantastic day. So I will I already have put links to all 3 of them in the chat below. So, all right, fantastic. All right, so nobody in particular is here. Hello, Amy.
Oh, hello.
Amy,
so
awesome,
glad.
buddy.
We're so glad. Dawdling Writer's here. Hello. We're so excited you're here. We're so excited you're here. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to say hi and do all this, and my eye just went right to CEO Savvy's message. Might as well be holding a taco. Hiding from Caro is as futile as running from the T-1000.
Yeah, I'll find you. I'll make you celebrate with other people.
Cabana boy time. Bring me a coffee and Kahlua and a coconut. You know what? I think that means it's time for another writing sprint. Oh, except it's 12:47. And we are going to be out of time. We're just going to chat for the rest of the comments, and that's going to be it. I know I was all excited. I'm like, that is a perfect.
Who is this woman hosting our stream? Who are you? I have questions.
Okay, guys, the Gators just took the real Lisa and left the clone. That
this is how you'll know I've been abducted by aliens and replaced.
I didn't do it.
No, Dahl and I are actually on vacation somewhere on a beautiful tropical foreign planet, and my replacement is here being on time. That's how you know it's not the real me. Dawdling Writer. Evan Ward says hi, Jules. Everybody says hi. The drink sounds delicious. I'll take one too. Nicole says I can't post a link, but just search my. I did. Got that. All right, fantastic.
Well, if we're going to chat the rest of the time, I want to share a discovery with my stationary friends.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Let's have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have found a highlighter that does not bleed through the Hobonichi paper.
What? Hold on. Wait, we've got it. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. Okay, so that's called, is it like the Frixion?
Yeah.
Frixion Light?
Yeah, Pilot Frixion Light, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so if anybody has a Hobonichi, you know that's like basically like Bible thin paper, and most of the time there's some kind of bleed through. Not these. Yep. This might as well be like a light boozy-rama planorama.
For you, my planner is shockingly sticker-free this week, and that is because it's only because I had just like the week from hell last week. I really had like a mother of a good friend of mine passed. One of my really good friends passed. There were like 4 different things that were awful last week. And I just was not in it. But
you were so casual about it too, because I was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And you just kind of dropped that on me. He's like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, things are gonna be good. I'm gonna go now. Bye." And I was like, "Okay."
I know. I was
didn't
very,
anything.
I was very concerned that like I really needed to do the stream last week. Like I really felt like I need normal, and I wanted to hang out with you guys, and like I felt like this was the best thing. But I also thought if anyone says it, like I was very concerned I was going to cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
This. I barely, like, before my release, so I had a release thing of my short story on Halloween, but on the 25th, like a week before, exactly a week before, my grandfather passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I had to push through because, like, no, honey, you have a release. You have to do it. And so I distracted myself with the audio production and the press and all the other things. So I didn't really grieve properly because I was focusing on, the release and all that stuff. So after the release happened, that I could like kind of take a deep breath, I took those 2 weeks. You didn't see me for like half a month. Everybody was doing NaNoWriMo and I was like, no, I'm a hermit. Bye. Or you saw me like on Twitter and that was it. But, casual, like you didn't really see me on streams and stuff. I was grieving. I was just recovering from the release and whatever, and grieving and being a hermit. I needed it, and I was like, okay, I'm having a rough time. But since this weekend, I have been a little bit better, so I'm slowly coming back. These 2 weeks have been proof that DAL is truly an introvert.
Well, if we had any doubt, we now know.
Yeah.
I knew I was an introvert when we went on quarantine. My life didn't change.
Exactly.
I'm more extroverted than the horror geek is, but yeah, but I also realized like I'm a lot more introverted than I used to be because I went for several months without. Well, I was like, that's okay. All right, Nicole says I'm currently my second time through book 1 in Sky series. Can't wait for the second book. Yay! Fantastic. Deborah is back from the battle with her HMO. Love Kaiser. Just want to get a COVID test. Just another pretty face. Although there is that. That's what my mom. So my mother. This is like the in joke in my family. My mom will say, if you say something funny or smart, she'll say, "Not just another pretty face." Although there is that. So now you've heard. All right. Anyway, so if I ever say, although there is that, you'll know where it came from. Okay. Dawdling Writer has hit the goal for the week. So super excited. Now I get to write bonus words. Yay.
Yay.
Amy says not hiding. She's hiding, but she's not. But you're not fooling us, girlfriend. We know where you are.
I'll find you. I know where to find you at. That sounds really threatening. I'm sorry, Amy.
It's not scary. Not in a scary way. All right.
I will find you.
Heather made it back. We're super excited. Wait, Eva says RK Gold had a release yesterday as well.
Yes. His new book, it came out yesterday. Actually, 3 books came out yesterday that I put them in my Instagram story. So RK's new book, Father in the Forest, just came out. It's a middle grade fantasy.
Wow.
And Meg Latour from iWriterly, her book Cyborg Tinkerer came out.
Oh, yeah.
And also the book that I edited for the press that I work for, Confessions of a Teenage Band Geek, also came out yesterday. So yesterday was just like a fantastic day for book releases. I hope everyone gets to have some book shopping fun.
Yeah, definitely. All right, JC says yes, Carol Brown. I'm like, this quarantine is my lifestyle. The best part is I don't have to make excuses. The people as to why I don't want to go somewhere, I just have to say COVID, sorry. Yeah. Sally says I was so grateful for Lisa's live stream last week because there was none the week before. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you're so sweet. You got I like so needed to hang out with you guys. So I really yes. Thank you for being here last week. Thank you for being this week, and you guys are awesome. Eva says sending love and comfort. All right, let's not make this a sad stream. We got it. You guys are so sweet.
I'll just pull Keanu Reeves. No, you're breathtaking. Yeah.
Right? That. All right. So my new COVID life drives me crazy because hubby does nothing but watch 20-year-old sitcoms, and I can't write. I think it is why I'm editing like a monster. I feel you. I am part of not reading. I'm part of the watching of the 20-year-old sitcoms. We have been rewatching Castle. And apparently I stopped before it was over because now we're into episodes we have never seen before. I'm like, what? Yes. Yes. Everyone, it's shocking to find so many introverts amongst the writers, right? All right. Sky says, the only thing about my life that changed when the quarantine started was my father started working from home and the kids were home from school. Nothing changed for me personally.
No, you were homeschooling. That's a big change.
That is a big change. It's a very big change. Well, it is 12:55 Eastern Standard Time. And hold on, JC says, I always feel bad when people ask me to do something and I just don't want to because I don't want them to think it's them. That's just like introvert life. You need your time. You just need your time. Yes, we all feel that. We all feel that. Oh no. Hubby caught it at his job and brought it home. He has no symptoms while the kids and I oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
No, MM. No.
No.
I forbid it. Like that does anything, but.
Oh, yeah. Oof. That's what.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That really sucks. Well, I hope you guys get over it quickly. Like with no permanent, issues. So, oh my gosh. Jeannie Marcella, I thought it was yesterday and got up early by the barbecue. Thank you. Well, it's hard to tell what day it is because, right? Yeah, exactly. Quarantine life. All right. You guys are awesome. Let's say a quick goodbye. And Savvy, tell us about I put a link to it in the chat, but tell us really quick about your, about the event on Saturday, which I think sounds so cool.
Yeah, this Saturday I'm hosting an event called the Happy Holidays Virtual Craft Fair. And so it's from every year I've hosted an in-person event with my Business Forever Home friends. We've hosted an event called the Happy Holidays Party. And every year it's been like a combined book signing and animal shelter fundraiser. And I've been wanting to get more small businesses involved to do a bigger holiday pop-up shop for people to shop for small business stuff. I had a whole plan to do an in-person event this year, but of course the quarantine happened, so that can't happen. So instead I decided to try to do something online. So I decided to host a virtual craft fair, and we have me and 9 other small business owners or creators. A few of them are authortubers. We're going to have Heather Dewey Pettit is going to be there. Sako Toomey is going to be there. Maya Lemaire will be there. Emma Rosen, and then Lauren Sevier for her book launch party will be there as well. So we're having an artist alley hour where people will be showing off their art. We're going to have a book nook hour where some author tubers are going to show off some of their new books and stuff like that. We'll have the launch for Lauren, and then we have a couple other small business owners of people who are in my Lady Business Owners Facebook group who signed up. So we're going to have one person who runs a spa who's going to talk about some of her stuff that she has in her spa, and then we have someone who, my friend Kat Benson, who is a nutritionist, who's going to talk about some of her food things. We have a mobile game developer who's going to be there talking about his mobile games and things like that. So we have a variety of people who are going to be showing off stuff, and it's you come by, see, everyone's links will be in the description for the craft fair. So if you want to buy things for holiday gifts for people, if you want looking for a small business thing to shop small for holiday gifts, can come check that out. It'll be on my YouTube channel, Savvy Writes Books, this Saturday, 10 a.m. Central, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, and it's going to run for 8 hours. So it'll be until 6 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Eastern that night.
That's awesome. That is super awesome. Well, I did put a link to it. That sounds really cool. And it sounds like you have a great lineup of people.
It's going to be a lot of people, so it'll be really fun.
It sounds like it's going to be. Caro, since you came in last, would you tell us who you are and what your channel's all about?
Hi, my name is Carro Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author. My channel is composed of anything that comes into my brain that I decide to put on the screen. So you may get sarcastic meditation videos. You may get practical advice. You may get pictures of my dogs. I don't know. It's my channel. Welcome to my life.
That's awesome. Michelle.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
I'm distracted by my dog. I'm sorry. She's in full angst mode. I'm Michelle. I write middle grade and young adult novels. My YouTube channel is Writing Workshops, Traditional Publishing Talk, and Writing Blogs. And what else? That's it. I don't have anything to do.
Lots of awesome crafty videos. Lots of awesome crafty videos. Michelle has some great advice. And we have Miss DAL CECIL RUNO, the ace from space. Tell us all about it.
Space. Hi, I'm DAL CECIL RUNO, the partially blind alien who is an own voices author, aka the ace from space. I have 3 short stories that are published now, so you can, if you want to evaluate my writing in 3 different genres, I published a new short story without any anthology to back me up this time. It's called Danger. It's a thriller, not a mystery, thriller, crime, noir, whatever. And I like to write primarily sci-fi, but my short stories can come in whatever genre. I'm working on several short stories. I've been a hermit for a while, but my channel is going to come back with more writing process content, or like whatever I decide to talk about my writing, because I'm kind of private about it. But I'm also going to come back with booktube content and like book reviews and stuff. It's coming back. That's why I've been a hermit. But yeah, that's me. Usually I stream. I don't know if I will stream anymore. That has been another issue. But I mean, whatever I decide, I will still be around for the community. And hopefully you like my content, whatever I decide to post. Thank you.
CO Savvy says DAL also does freelance tech for Lisa's streams. It takes a village to make this stream happen. I'm the only one who can't do it by myself. You guys are awesome. I am Lisa Daly, and I'm a traditionally published author of nonfiction and romantic comedy, so contemporary romance. And on my channel, I do lots of craft videos about how to write a book you're super proud of and get it published. CO Savvy cracks me up. And yes, Carol wasn't late. Everybody else was too early. All right,
that's really early if you're talking Caro time.
So the Dawdling Writer has a stream up next. So if you want to continue with writing sprints, head on over there. And you guys have an awesome day. And thank you so much for being here today. We love you. Bye, everybody. Bye.